What's up, clever masterminds? Clever Boy 86 here, and today I'm going to be continuing my Walking Dead Season 8 reviews. I'm going to be reviewing The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 13, titled Do Not Send Us Astray. So this episode begins with Morgan, and he has a hallucination of Gavin, which I thought was kind of cool because we don't really see that many hallucinations in The Walking Dead. Anyways, meanwhile, everyone at the hilltop is preparing for a fight because they know the saviors are coming. And that night, the saviors arrive at the hilltop and they're led by Simon. And the battle at the hilltop begins. And it's a really intense scene. It takes place at night, so it's really dark, and it's just a really intense battle. But anyways, so the saviors have infected their weapons with walker guts, and they shoot the residents of the hilltop with arrows that have been infected with walker guts. And Dwight shoots Tara in the arm with a clean arrow so that she doesn't get infected. And the battle at the hilltop continues, and many people are shot with arrows. And the saviors end up escaping in their vehicles. And I was worried because the battle at the hilltop lasted like maybe 10 minutes. And it was a pretty short battle. Like I was expecting it to take up like a bigger chunk of the episode. But anyway, so after the saviors escape, Rick tells Maggie that he went after Negan and he tried to kill him, and Maggie thanks him. Anyways, so the next day, Diane tells Maggie that she's a good leader, and Maggie basically says that she regrets not killing Negan. And then later that night, Tobin dies in his sleep, because Tobin was one of the people who were shot with an infected arrow. So he dies in his sleep, and he reanimates as a walker and kills one of the hilltop residents. And then the people start to reanimate, and all hell breaks loose. And meanwhile, Henry enters the pen of saviors that are being kept at the hilltop. And he has like a machine gun, and he says he wants to know who killed his brother. And Henry was Benjamin's little brother. And Benjamin was killed back in season 7. But anyway, so Henry's like pointing a machine gun at the saviors. And he says he wants to know who killed his brother. And Alden, one of the saviors who's being kept at the hilltop, tries to kind of talk Benjamin down. And he tells him that he had a brother who died and he knows how it feels. And he kind of tries to talk him down. But Savior, who was injured during the attack, dies and reanimates and bites a nearby Savior. And then Jared tackles Henry and escapes with a few other Saviors. But anyway, so meanwhile, Rick, Morgan, and Daryl are killing the walkers that are inside the Barrington house, and they notice that the walkers are all of their people, and they were infected by the arrows that the saviors used. And Dwight shot Tara with a clean arrow, but Tara doesn't know that, and she thinks she's going to die, and she accepts her fate. But anyways, that's about it for this episode. Overall, I thought this was a really good episode. And this episode definitely felt like a horror movie, especially when the residents of the hilltop who were infected were starting to reanimate. That scene really felt like it came out of a horror movie, and I really liked that. But anyways, also Tobin reanimating as a walker, that was a pretty cool scene. And Carol is the one who has to kill him. So that was a pretty cool scene. And also the battle at the hilltop was really intense. Even though it was a pretty short battle, still pretty intense. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, I almost forgot to give this episode a rating. I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Thought this was a really great episode. But anyways, stay tuned for my review of The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 14, titled Still Gotta Mean Something. That will be coming today, so stay tuned for that. I've got 3 left, so I'm going to finish those up today. And, yeah, so anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all for the next one. Alright, bye guys.